Good morning, friends. Welcome to Akulmach Live. My name is CK. All right. So the theme of today, which is 7th October, it's a Monday morning. The theme is, remote working and how the remote working is going to affect various aspects of our life. And in this section, we are discussing about how it is going to impact the marketing services. How marketeers of today will be able to function properly while working remotely. And therefore, let us start our discussion. By the way, we are live, and you can reach out to us, ask us question, etc. So the first point regarding remote working in the marketing section. Well, if you are able to successfully work remotely in the marketing arena, then it offers huge flexibility and adaptability. What is marketing? Marketing is all about numbers. They're all about not the financial numbers, but how many people have seen your infographics or your video graphics. How many is the engaging with you, and how many will then eventually convert. So it's all the graphical representation of what as a marketer you are doing. Therefore, this is a important aspect where you don't want to waste time. It's a very high high speed activity for any company. So if you're working from remote location, your time will be better utilized, and that is what the people are trying to implement nowadays, where people are saying, okay, fine, if you want flexibility and you want better result, then let them work from remote location, whichever location the marketer, your marketing team is comfortable with. So flexibility and adaptability. Now, it requires a special skill. Well, flexibility is understandable. It's like you can work from home, or you can work from community center. You can work from coffee shop. But the marketeer, the person who's actually doing the work for you, has to be adaptable also. He should not be wasting time. So the skill is really becoming serious. You want to utilize your time. You want to finish the task given. You want to achieve better results. So you want to utilize your time. Maybe instead of working for 8 hours, you can actually work for lesser number of hours and generate results. So companies will also have to think about adaptability. If the person is bringing better result, then the company must incentivize those marketing resources so that they get more enthusiastic. They work more enthusiastically. So this is the first point. Let's move on to the next point, which is regarding the remote working of the marketing staff. Well, technology integration. Marketing is a very heavy technology oriented, very heavy reliance on technology, because in today's environment, it's mostly on the social media. Whatever infographics or whatever the video graphics that as a company you are sending out, or you are basically making sure that the people are engaging with those infographics and video graphics. So you require technology. If you're sending hundreds and thousands of messages outwards, and how the interaction is happening, if it's totally impossible to measure manually. It has to be done using some sort of a tool, some sort of a dashboard which you can use. And as a marketer, you should be able to gather all kinds of input. Now today, there is a lot of usage of AI, so we will cover that aspect also. But technology is definitely required. So in terms of CRM, in terms of AI bots, in terms of all kinds of data collection, in terms of dashboards. So the time has come that the marketer need not have the bookish knowledge of how marketing has to be done. In addition to that, I mean, that is starting point, but in addition to that, a marketing person must have all the skills about tools, technologies today, because a person who is better, who has better understanding of all the latest tools, better understanding how to leverage AI, that person will succeed in this arena, especially working from remote location. So now let's look at the next point. and that is the creative collaboration. So if you're working in the office, then it's no brainer that you can get up and walk to the your colleagues desk and say, hey, I'm working on this, can you help me complete this because you're good at this. So same way, when you're working from remote location, the collaborative tool must be implemented by your organization. So any business which is trying to decentralize the marketing function, they must think about building collaboration first before they start saying that, okay, now you can work from home and give me these results, and I'll give you 1 week, I will measure you day by day or week by week, etc. The marketing team will not be very successful if there are no collaboration. So collaborative tools must be implemented. The company-wide collaboration has to be there. Now, many people who are already mature in this arena, they are already building collaboration, their own collaboration. They are actually spending money in writing codes, building the collaboration using Google platform. Some of them are using the Microsoft Azure platform. So there are several other options, but collaboration in marketing is the most important aspect. On the other side, which is the social side, is that people must be collaborating. That means there must be a project manager type of person who will create a project, marketing project, run that project for 2 months or 3 months, and also ensure that there is an ecosystem for collaboration. One person cannot do everything. One person cannot be creative. One person cannot be a writer for the content. One person cannot do video graphics. One person cannot upload the video. There has to be a collective team which will do individual tasks, but each task will be done very in a very good manner. So collaborative tool which will allow like a relay race, that I finished this job, now you take over and finish the next job, etc., and you continue in that fashion. So the key aspect of the remote marketing activity to be successful is basically building a collaboration framework in your organization. Let's move to the next point. That is the data-driven strategy. Now, as I said in the beginning, marketing is nothing but it's all about measurability. Whatever activity you do, if it is not being measured, it is no good. It has to be measured. Whatever you do, because marketing is an expense center, it's a cost center. Marketing just cannot come from thin air. It has to be, you have to do advertising, you have to basically buy certain credits, and all that will basically go as a money being spent out. Without the investment, there cannot be any marketing. That means if there are no promotions, there will be no business. So marketing guys are always worried about how much money they have to spend, how much results they need to get, and what is the return on investment, ROI. So therefore, marketing is a very data-driven industry. So the data has to be collected using some sort of a CRM or some sort of ERP, which will not only look at the current clients but also prospects. How do you basically reach out to millions of prospects? How do you convert your inactive prospects into active prospects and then convert them eventually into customers? All this can be done by proper data mining tools, proper data collection, so some sort of feedback. And therefore, if this is not happening, then marketing initiative will be very stale. And therefore, companies must, in addition to collaboration, must also implement some sort of CRM, which your marketing team will actually use from remote location. There will be logins provided. They will maintain their data. They will actually, make sure that there are proper results being visible, and so on and so forth. So these are certain things which are very important when you're working from remote location, especially as a company. If you're thinking of migrating your marketing into a remote working environment, then make sure that you think about implementing all these strategies before you start making sure that your people are working from remote location. So data-driven strategy is absolutely important. That means there has to be a proper CRM, not a free CRM, etc. Proper working CRM must be implemented, which should be available on the cloud and must be integrated with the collaborative environment, which is in most cases either running on Google or Microsoft or Amazon, whichever business segment your company is working in. Let's move on to the next point, which is the marketing will also be able to enjoy the work-life balance. You see, what happens is that the marketing is a high-pressure job, very heavy numbers. It's not the commercial number. The sales guys have this commercial numbers, but marketing have the branding numbers, and it requires it's a very mind-consuming, very high-pressure job, because a wrong step can actually erode the branding completely. And if you go overboard of about doing certain things, then it can also lead to brand erosion. I mean, if you don't take baby steps at a time, but continuous baby steps, then a marketing initiative may be less effective. So the marketing guys are always very strategic thinker. They have to think at least 6 months ahead of from the rest of the company. They must be thinking what will happen after 6 months, what will happen after 8 months, and therefore they must start doing branding, lead generation activity, propagation of your ideas. Even if the product is not ready, they will have to come up with some sort of collateral so that they start doing marketing. Once the product is ready, it should be available for sale in the industry, and the pipeline must be there. The entire initiative. So marketing guys are thinking 6 months ahead. Therefore, marketing brains are most strategic in nature. So we must give credit to them. Therefore, as a company, as an organization, every company must think about also providing work-life balance to the marketing team. So by becoming remote working environment, by introducing remote working environment in the marketing arena, you will be able to provide better working environment for all the marketing people. Therefore, this is an important activity, and by following these steps, any company, any marketer will be able to adhere to remote working environment, which is the reality today. As we proceed in future, more and more workforce will get into remote working environment, and therefore this is something very critical. So friends, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to write back, and I will catch you in the next one.